Are we live? Our live is starting over there. Oh, we're live up here. Oh no. You know I must be bored to come on and keep doing this. I should have done a group of them at once, shouldn't I? But with my leg I haven't been able to do a lot, but now I sort of moving around a lot more, but I can't sort of go out and go running, can I? Not that I used to, but I can still go for a walk, but it's actually raining and horrible here, so I can't. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one more because I just had enough left to do one. And I actually, this time, because it's the last, I'm going to end up with 2 of them. So I have used Nestle's Essential Dies with this one. And this is what it is. So it has the little tag from Nestle Dies with a thing. And it opens up and it opens up and it opens like that. Isn't that cute? So just using up some more of my stock. So put my fishy under there, under the sign post, and I thought, well, I haven't got much left in the kit left. This is all I've got. I've got my dimensionals. I've got a man's boat, but a jacket, but I didn't have enough to do 2 of them. So, and you know what? I've still got enough to do a couple more, but I'm not going to do them online. I will post them on my Nette's Facebook page, which is Nette's card making class using Stampin' Up on Facebook. So I've got this to go, I've got a bike, I've got that, I've got a few of those bits, I've got more paper, big envelope, that would be a big card. So I still have a couple of cards, but I might just fix them up and use them with my, there's a bit of card there, there's those bits left. So I've got 2 cards I can make with that and the bike, and I've got that. So that's about it. How's that? And some envelopes. So I mean, of course I could cut the envelopes up, but I haven't got round to it because I just haven't. I've done the best I can. So there's 9 cards in there. So I have made, I'll put them all on Facebook later, but I have made this one, this is a plainer one, number 2, it's got a fishy hooked and the man's gone overboard. I have done this one on a, what do you call that, a ladder? No, it's a, I've added from the stamp die sets, and I have done this one for my husband. So I'll put a photo of all 5 of them out later, and I will, so that's a window, and isn't that great? It's just happy birthday, and then it folds up into a card like that. So you see that, and then you open it up, and it's like, voila! You could I put a small one there, but if you wanted you could put a bigger one in the back. So that's what I have done with all of mine. So his birthday's next month, so that's for him. And the rest of them, I don't know. So I'll just put them away. So that's how many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And today is number 5. So I hope you enjoyed my series. Next I have to start on the next one up is the May Sparkling Celebrations. It cannot be ordered now, but you can get in for the following month in June if you subscribe in June between the 11th of May and the 10th of June. So from now for another couple of, it's 20 days or something, you can get in and get that one. And that has metallic butterfly embellishments that go with it. So how's that? So that's up to you. Just go to Annette Falconer stampinup.net and they will process your order there. Now you can subscribe for only 3 months. If you don't like it after that, you don't have to keep going, but that's the shortest time. you can subscribe for 6 months or 12 months, whatever you want. So look at this. You open it up, you're an inspiration, happy birthday, and there it is. Because, as I've said, Australia Father's Day is not till September. So the reality is we can put aside a card and put Happy Father's Day on it if we want to use that. I do have the whole suite with the dies and that to the fishing one anyway, which everything's all over my floor waiting. So let's get on and make this one. Alright, I've written my, I haven't done a big thing to this because I haven't. Okay, I'll tell you what the measurements are and you can go with that. Alright, so I'll just put that out to the side a little bit so I can get moving. Those over there. Oh, actually that'll be alright over there. So this is my last card because I'm not doing the rest. I will probably give them to some of my ladies in my class to have a play with the end of it. Or I'll make them up and give them to them because that'll be fun to do that. Give something to somebody else. Because from the first one, remember, I used the envelope to make the DSP. So this one is, let's get moving. Okay. So we have I was going to put this here so I can see it. We have a 7.5 by 5.5. We're going to score it at 3.25. I'll drag up my poor old scoring machine, which I've got to throw it on the floor. It's funny when you work in such a short space, you don't seem to have enough room for the old arm swing. So I'm going to put that over here. So my keyboard's always under my desk, so it fits nicely up there. I normally keep those. Alright, so as I said, this is 7.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 3.25. Okay. Alright. Then we've got a second piece of Misty Moonlight, which is, I'm just checking, I know what it is, I'm just checking where I put it. This is 3.5 by 3, and it is scored at 2.25. Done that right? Oh, maybe I haven't. No, I did this before. So this isn't only scored at 1/4. Okay, take me back on that one, guys. Hi, how are you? Welcome. So it's scored at 1/4. So back to the start. It is 3.5 by 3 and scored at 1/4. So that little old quarter is going down here first. So we will just get our bone folder and take out that back wrong one. Just give it a bit of a rub out. And the good thing is on this mistake you will not see it. Alright, so I'm going to glue this on the outside. Hi guys, welcome. I know it's a miserable Sunday afternoon, it's raining here. Okay, so, well, I think I've got a bit much glue there, to be honest. Just going to get a little bit of a scrap to rub that down. And so it was just a little bit too much. Alright, so smack in the middle of that, and that will go open and that will go down. So now into that we're putting a piece of, oh, into my pants, did I drop some stuff? We are putting a 3 7/8 by 5.25, And that is going to go over that join, so you won't see it. Oh, good afternoon. More people popping on. I like that. Thank you. I don't know what time it is where you are, but in Australia it is nearly 2 o'clock. And I have already done driving lesson with one child. The other one reneged because he's watching the boxing, which normally he watches with me, and he's dropped me out. So now in the middle we've got a piece of cloud cover at 3 inches by 5 1/4. That too is going on the front. Okay. So doesn't that cloud cover, it looks more blue when it's with that, and yet other things it doesn't look as blue. So that was last year's one of the main colours. So and then using one of the cards from the kits, oh it's down there, one of the cards from the kits, I have cut this piece, which now I put my thing down, and so this is 3 1/4 by 5, and that is going in the middle. This has been a nice kit. The next one, I don't know if I'll struggle. It's got a lot of light globes on it and things like that, so I'll have to have a look. I've always got different ideas coming, but sometimes they're just different, aren't they? Alright, so now this piece was left over by cutting out of that one cardstock. So I did put it in the middle here, because if I put it on the bottom, it would look funny because you would see that quarter. So I put it in the middle. Okay, that still can close over it. And then what I did was, in the kit there was this, but what I'm doing is turning it over and using it. I don't want it as the brown, so I'm sticking it down in the middle because I don't have a lot of brown in it. It has a little brown cabin. It might have looked nice, but I thought on the cloud cover that this looked nice anyway. So this card's sort of seeming like a bit of kit going on in here, isn't it? Which is why you've got it. Now I better stand that ocean liner up there. Right, okay, how are we doing? So next I've cut out my silly machine thing goes off Nettie's. Alright, so I've got one comment over there. Oh, that's nice. Who have we got? Oh, Christine, hello. I got the lilies yesterday. Oh, really good. That's so nice. Oh, no, I don't think you're chatting to me today, are you? Yes, I think she was commenting on yesterday. That's not today's one. That was my live that I had. Okay, so on this one, whoop, my coffin jumped out. I don't know what else you meant to call these. I don't know what these are called. If anyone knows what that is called, I call it a coffin. I'm not very good at knowing who that was. So I'm using the largest one of these, and I have cut that out. So that's out of the Nestle's Essentials, which is in the catalogue, so I don't know if it's staying on. I must have a look in the new catalogue and see if it's staying under the dies. Oh, there's so many different paper. Here we are. No. That's a large version of it, which probably goes right down to the small one. That's party back. So yes, there it is there. Nestled, it's on the bottom of page 60. Nestled essentials. So they're staying in. Whew, got something right. Okay. So make sure I got it the right way. I'm going to glue that down. And that's cloud cover again. And like I said, if I put that right in the middle, you are not going to even look at that little bit of a bend. I'm just going to get that up a little bit higher there. Okay. Right, now my last little bits and pieces. Yeah, that's it. Alright, my last little bits and pieces are here. So we've got a blue, what do you call it, for the hanging post. And I've just done it, have I done that? I'm sure I did that flat. Oh no, I used dimensionals on it. Well, that's a bugger, isn't it? Back with the scrap. I'll rub that off. You can always adjust it, everything, can't you? And it won't matter because the dimensionals will still stick. They just have a bit more power now. Stay. I just don't want them to stick to my fingers. Okay. So I don't know if anyone else on here's got this kit and have tried it. But, and I don't know if they still hang around. I'd have to look if you can pick them up after they've run out. But I don't know what the rules are on that. Someone will tell me. So I'm going to stick that right in the middle at the top so it looks like it's hanging over. And then onto that I'm going to stamp some seagulls and happy birthday. Because as I said, it's not Father's Day here. I've dropped it. Watch me awkwardly try and get that. Actually, I'll put my foot on it and bring it over here. I can't bend my knee in as much as I'd like to. So, I've got a happy birthday. And I've got a little stamp set down here for my prairie grass. And then I've got another one for my seagulls. Oh, actually, I've got to still pick out another one for, what did I say? What was that? You are an inspiration. Happy birthday. So that could be really nice for a nice dad, couldn't it? Even if it isn't if it isn't Father's Day over here. Alright, so let's snap happy a bit. So memento down. So on this one I turned one of the Stampin' Up kit tags. I just turned it over the other way because I didn't want the brown. Alright, that's that one. Now I want some seagulls, which will go right up there on my tag. Now I did do some seagulls on the inside white piece, which is, get another one because I'm not bending down again. Okay, so I'm just going to measure that up, and I have made it not a massive one, so it's 3 by 5 1/4. Alright, just a little bit more smaller than my normal ones. 3, and that should be 5 1/4 because all my other ones are. And that's just another piece for writing something. Be able to clean my desk up a bit now. I've got so much of my stuff from here out. Okay, so I'm going to just do some seagulls up on the top of here. Oh, I turned it, that's a goose there. And I'm just going to make sure, because you know what happens, that I don't leave any dark on there, because it'll come back on my card. Oh, hi guys, somebody else on. Say hello. I love company. I get sick of my own voice. You don't have to be my best friend forever to just say hello. Would you like my New Zealand cup? Isn't that nice? It's got a nice fantail on it. It's New Zealand. Alright, so that on the bottom of this, not in black, I haven't done it. I have done some of the prairie grass, they call it, or maybe today it's in this card, it's the beach grass. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to show you how I added it over here, hence the scrap with the paper. So I have used the peaceful pine that comes in your kit. When you open it, don't open it all the way around, or otherwise you have to have your lid comes all the way off. Just to open it 3/4, and then you have a flip lid rather than, so it will come and shut, but at least you can't lose it. So I've got this one and this one. So what I have done here is in the pine, just from the top about there, and I've put this piece down here because I don't want it covering. So if you look right up to the blue, and then I'm going to do one there. See, you can't see it. And I'm going to do another one about there. Right, now while I've still got the green on, peaceful pine, I'm going to do one here and one there. I didn't do any on the front, no, but I did them on the envelope. So we've got the envelope, Stampin' Up's kit envelope. I'm going to do those there as well. Now I'm going to clean it, shut that up so I don't stick it in there by mistake, and we'll get our crumb cake and just have a bit of light crumb cake on that. And we do need to have a little bit of black because there's a seagulls up here. So you can do anything except sponge. I'll put my finger there. You can do anything to your envelopes. Alright, so that's over there. So I've got to finish off with my crumb cake on here. And where else did I have? I've got to do some crumb cake here. So bring back your little thing and put it underneath. And there we have extra stuff on our, because that looked like a lot of water and there was nothing here. I can't put anything there because you'll see it. I could put it there if I wanted to. I could also put, you know, say I put a couple of seagulls up on there. I don't know if it's an overkill, but we could do some seagulls up here. But we can't do them there or there. Right, just to tie them in a bit more, let's put them there. How's that? So you're not going to see them because it's already there. So now we have this piece. I'll put the lid on there because I've already done my fingers. Oh, somebody on Facebook having a chat and I didn't see you there. So sorry. Hi Caroline, how are you? How's that little grandbaby going? So that's the inside minus my little print there, and that's the front, and now we just have to add on some more. Now here we are going to do the, did I do the happy birthday in black? I could have done it in momentum, or I could have done it because I've done all the other stamping. So we've got a happy birthday, and I just want to get that under the seagull there. is it? I got it. Oh. Yes, nice to see you on, Caroline. It's just a miserable day here in Melbourne. I assume Sydney might be getting a fair bit of rain too. Alright, now I didn't put this one up because I've put up the what do you call that? The post, signpost type thing. Okay, and that's going to go in there. So a sec. And I put the little fishy stand underneath because, you know, you might be going fishing. So that's telling you what they sell. And my upside down sign because I didn't want the brown, but I am having a little brown in the oar. So there you go, my guys. That's my Sunday afternoon little bit of fun. I hope you enjoy it. Meet me on Tuesday for an amazing card using the new product of the month, vellum, coloured vellum. So I hope you enjoyed that card, and it definitely is my last for Paper Pumpkin. I will post all of them on my Facebook group, Nette's card making on Facebook. I'll put all the photos there for you to go back and have a look if you want. Other than that, I'll see you Tuesday night at 8. Thanks for joining. Bye.